To everyone at Surfshark, thank you for sponsoring this video. And to Delta Air Lines, I'm really sorry for dumping goldfish crackers all over the floor of your brand new A220. Don't worry, I'll explain the goldfish disaster later on, but first, welcome to an all-new SANspotter video. My name is Scott, SANspotter.com is my home on the internet, and I'm here in Denver this cold and frigid February morning to catch my first ever ride on an Airbus A220. And, as you can see, I'm actually not that sloppy of an eater. It's been a really long time since I've last been inside here at the Denver airport. I'm happy to report that it's still as cool as ever, and it's a shame that I only have a 1-hour layover here. Anyway, I've got to soak all this in as fast as I can because my flight to Salt Lake City will be boarding really soon. I wonder how many people have missed their flights out of here because of all the cool and crazy distractions at the center of the terminal. Despite the crazy cool sculptures and a strong desire to check them out from every angle, I'm hopelessly addicted to my mobile phone and all of the distractions it provides. Thankfully, I have Surfshark to keep me and all my data safe as I shut out the world around me and go full introvert mode. It's really cool, mainly because it acts like a filter of sorts, which encrypts all of the data I transmit and receive on sketchy public Wi-Fi like I'm doing here at the Denver airport this morning. And not only that, giving me the ability to virtually change my location to nearly anywhere else in the world unlocks a huge amount of region-specific content that I'd normally not have access to. You'd be surprised how much additional content you can find on streaming services such as Netflix and HBO Max by virtually changing your location. And Surfshark makes that incredibly easy to do. Anyway, you hear me talk about Surfshark a lot. It's the most reliable, stable, and easy-to-use VPN that I've ever tried, and if you want to check it out for yourself, now is the time. Using the promo code SCOTT with the link in the description below, you can get a full subscription to Surfshark for 83% off plus 3 months extra for free. You gotta remember to use my promo code though, because that's the only way you're gonna get this deal. So, type carefully. The most interesting thing about the Denver airport is the fact that it's like a mini version of the Atlanta airport. The terminal layout is exactly the same, with parallel concourses connected by an underground train system that runs perpendicular to them. And FYI, that was the most technical bit of information in this entire video. It's all downhill from here, and I'd recommend clicking away now, while you still have the chance. Slight delay here. I guess I could have admired that sculpture just a little longer. Oh well. Boarding ended up being only 10 minutes late, but it still felt a bit stressful since I had another short layover in Salt Lake City. All I'm going to say is that the concentration required to get footage for a silly review video is a really good distraction from the stress of air travel. It's also a fantastic way to not enjoy the flight as much as I could if I wasn't trying to get footage for a silly review video. So, this is it. My first ever Airbus A220 flight, which would have happened a long time ago if it weren't for the COVID thing. Anyway, it's nice to finally get the chance to see what these things are all about. As soon as all these people get the heck out of my way, of course. Even before sitting down, the thing that struck me first about the Delta A220-300 is that it looked like some sort of weird blend between an MD-90 and an A320. The colors and textures were very much the same as what you'd find on any other Delta aircraft, and I don't know, I guess I was just expecting something a little different. And that's exactly the problem with anticipating something for too long, I guess. I think I built the A220 up way too much in my head prior to this experience. Don't get me wrong, the legroom felt really good actually, the video screens were phenomenal, and I don't think it's even possible to say bad things about new airplane smell. This is definitely nice, especially since Delta was still blocking middle seats at this time due to COVID. Having an empty seat next to you comes in real handy when you dump a full bag of goldfish crackers all over the floor and inadvertently grind them into the carpet.
That's still baked into our arrival time, so we'll be on time to celebrate. Once again, welcome aboard.
Is it just me, or is the Frontier Airlines owl super creepy? I'm actually surprised that this didn't give me nightmares. Speaking of creepy, my video screen is stuck and I can't make this go away. Anyway, yes, there are USB power ports under the display, as well as full-size electrical outlets down beneath and between the seats. Nice. Yes, a longer segment for my first ever Delta A220 flight would have been nice, but I specifically booked this flight thinking that the spectacular winter scenery upon arrival in Salt Lake City would make it more than worth it. Spoiler alert, don't get your hopes up. Another thing that I was really looking forward to on this flight was some spectacular winter mountain scenery upon departure from Denver. Oh well. There's a link in the description below for the full unedited takeoff video, which includes lots of detailed de-icing footage. I've got really good news for everyone who is sick of watching me adjust the air vents in every single video. Two of my favorite aviation YouTubers, Neil and Rory, will be coming out of lockdown soon, and it's only a matter of time before they start posting trip reports again. The good kind. You know, the kind without any annoying air vent footage. You gotta hand it to Delta. Having USB power ports at every seat on every aircraft is nice. Delta Studio is also really nice, but why is there a picture of a 737 on the flight info screen? It's really amazing to think that an airplane of this size has the range to fly from New York to Los Angeles non-stop, or New York to London. Well done, Bombardier. And on that totally botched pronunciation, it's time to eat. I present to you, once again, the COVID snack bag. The neat thing about this snack service is that it was the exact same thing that they were serving up in first class. We were all equals on this flight today, and it was something fun to think about while I nibbled on the goldfish. The only problem was, there didn't seem to be that many in the bag for some reason. You know that feeling of dissatisfaction you get after getting a small taste of something really good, then it's gone? These goldfish crackers disappeared awfully quickly. Did I inadvertently inhale them all without chewing the way I used to do when I was 3 years old? I felt really embarrassed about it as I was stowing the tray table. But then, in a moment of pure horror, it all made perfect sense. Yep, somehow during the shuffling of all the stuff on my tray table, I spilled about half the bag over the side and onto the floor. Even worse, several poor goldfish had been thoroughly ground into the carpet under my shoes. This was awkward. To Any Delta executives watching this video, I'm really sorry. Anyway, I can only imagine the expletives that came from the mouths of the cleaning crew after this flight. I'll bet that was fun. Some of the most visually spectacular approaches and landings of my life have happened here in Salt Lake City. Not today, though. This was not the winter wonderland that I was expecting. Perhaps it was karma from the goldfish incident. Fair enough. I totally deserved it. As we taxi to the gate, I'm going to use this opportunity to let you know that there is a new San Diego-based aviation YouTuber in town, SD AV Geek, and I can't recommend his channel highly enough. Why? Well, his first 2 videos have been really good. It's almost as if he watched my first 2 years of videos and learned exactly what not to do. And to all of the SANspotter patrons, thanks so much for your continued support. It means the world to me that you believe in what I do, and I'm thankful beyond words that you signed up to be patrons. So, that's it for my first ever Delta Air Lines A220 experience. Other than Mother Nature being a total you-know-what, it was a really great experience, and I can't wait to fly on it again. It'll be a much longer route, though, and there will be no spillage of goldfish. I can promise you that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.